Aha, the easiest way to failure. Now, I'll be explaining it in 3 aspects. Yeah, just 3 aspects. Stay with me till the end of the video. And the first aspect is the easiest way to fail in business. The second one is the easiest way to fail in relationships. And the third one is the easiest way to fail in life itself. As to the first one, the easiest way to fail in business. Let's think about there are some products that have been existing for like 10, 12 years. But if you look around you now, you see that they are not thriving anymore. Example is Homo. An example is Area. When I was around 15 years old, I remember Omo was a very, very hot product. Like if you have not used Omo, you are not using a good detergent. Then the way it foams, everything is just damn good about the product. But unfortunately, as time goes on, some competitors arise. Like, wow, if you are residing in Nigeria, you understand what I'm trying to say. Some competitive products started arising, and people, it's just normal. If a new product comes out, people will want to test it, especially if it is cheaper than the original product. People will want to test it to see that, what are they saying about this product? Especially if they see the advertisement in video, they'll be like, well, let's give it a try. And as far as it is cheap, so they want to give it a try. So when they give it a try and they see that the product is kind of similar to that one that is expensive, they will have no choice than to go for the cheaper one. Though that one that they are still testing may actually go wrong later on. But that first instant that they just came out, obviously it will still be good. So as competitive products started arising, you see that as time goes on, I did not even see Omo again. Like, is this there? I don't even know if they are still existing. I don't know. They may still be existing, but as for me, it has been long that I even see it with my 2 eyes like this. So what I'm trying to get at is that to start a business is not really a big deal as far as you have your capital. You can wake up one day, or you can even go to TikTok if you want to generate a business idea. You can just wake up one day and go to TikTok. Maybe you are just scrolling and someone is just advertising, oh, I'm selling this thing, kiniko, or someone is just saying, oh, I'll teach you how to sell this product and how to make so profit, and you'll be like, and I have 20,000 naira in my bank account. Let me try this business. At the end of the day, at the end of the month, I will see like 10,000 naira again. And yeah, it is part of it. So when you start the business, the main thing about business is that management. No matter how much you start with a business, if you don't know how to manage it, the business will end up running down. That's why they said the lifespan, if you want to foresee if a business is going to do well or not, is when the business is able to exist for about 10 years. Yes, there is low tendency that that business is going to crash. So when it comes to managing business, the easiest way to fail in business is when you are spending more than your income, because there is no way that business is going to multiply. Let's say you are seeing a profit of 5,000 naira in a week, and as that 5,000 naira is coming in, you just spent everything. And at the end of the day, since you don't have that discipline to not spend as much as the income is coming in, you will end up touching the main capital that you used to start the business, and that's how the business will go down. Though there are some other various factors that could cause business failure, but the most common one that is common to small businesses is that, especially, let me use someone that is selling clothes as an example. Some people are not so disciplined that immediately they come back from the market, they themselves, they will have won 3 out of that goods that they bought from the market. They will wear it themselves. So that is the easiest way to fail in business. When you are spending more than the amount that is coming in, you just see that in the next 6 months or 1 year, where is this product? I don't hear about it again. It's gone. Now, as for relationship, the easiest way to fail in relationship is when you marry someone that you love more than they love you. I'm not married, yeah. Don't misquote me. I'm not married, and I don't know if I'm qualified to give relationship advice. But you know what? It's not. You don't have to wait until something happens to you before you can talk about it. They said that is what experience is for. You can use people's experience as lesson for your own life. Is you don't have to wait till that thing happens to you yourself before you learn. Yes, you can learn from other people. If you marry someone, especially a lady, if you marry someone that you love more than he loves you, you are going to have problem in that marriage. And the main reason is that as a man, they have different options. Yes, especially when they have wedded you, they have varieties of option. It can be in the next 2-3 years and he decides to get another wife. And as a wife that wants to be devoted, submissive, there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. You just have to accept your fate, except if you want to divorce. So if your man loves you more than you love him, you are actually going to enjoy the marriage, because naturally men are protector. Naturally men are chasers. They will want to do things to please you in every ways. And if since you don't love him as much as he does, he would continue to do things that will make you want to fall in love with him more. But if the love is higher on your own side, you will be the one to be running helter-skelter. You want to do everything with your life just to please him. And he will end up not even getting satisfied, because he is not getting those things you are doing. He may not appreciate it because you are not that person that he wanted it from. So that's the secret. The third one is, when it comes to life, the easiest way to fail in this life is not wanting to fail. I don't know if you get it. The easiest way to fail in this life is when you are afraid of failure. Life sucks generally, and sometimes there are ups and downs. It's not every time that life is sweet. No. And if you want to enjoy the good things in life, it's normal. You have to pass through some things. Yeah, at some stage. And just because you want to avoid those things, just because you don't want to bend, just because you want everything to be, to be going on smoothly, you don't want to try anything. Like, you are afraid. You are absolutely afraid. You are scared to try anything. You are afraid to learn a new skill. You are afraid to get out of your comfort zone. You are afraid to leave that's your town that you have been living for the past 12 years, and there is no progress. You are afraid to leave that place to find a greener pasture. You are afraid to try things that, just because you are not certain maybe it's going to work or not. But what you don't understand is that if you don't try anything at all, there won't be chances for you to progress more than that state that you have been. It's just like a flowing water. When water is flowing in a gutter or in a channel, the final destination will be inside a dam or inside one big river. I don't know where those waters go. But if those waters are not flowing, how will they get to their final destination? Until they get to their final destination, that's when they will have the freedom to expand. They will have the freedom. Their motion won't be limited. They will have the freedom to move at their own free will. They will even mix with other waters, do all sorts of things. That's how life works as well. If you don't move from your comfort zone, if you don't try new things, there is no probability that you are going to leave that current state of yours. If your water is stagnant, there is no way to get to that destination. That's how women works too. You have to try. You see, that thing that you are afraid to try, just because you are not certain if it's going to work or not. But instead of you always being pessimistic, instead of you always having negative thoughts that, I'm sure this thing is not going to work, why not start having that thinking that, what if it works? What if it works? If you are more optimistic than you are pessimistic, there is 50% chance that thing will eventually work, because naturally your mindset is positive. And there is a book I read on mindset and thinking positively, is that your mind attracts whatever you think. This mindset is like a magnet. Whatever you think with it will attract. Just like charges repel and opposite charges attract. So the mind and your thought, they are like opposite charges. Whatever you think, that your thought, that your mind, it will attract that thought. Whether it is positivity or negativity, it is going to attract it and it will make it manifest. So if you start thinking positively, even if that thing did not later work, you will learn. You will learn. People learn a lot of things from experiences. Experiences is the best teacher. And if you don't fail, there is no way you are going to learn. And if you don't learn, there is no how you are going to gather experiences, because it is those experiences that you are going to even later use to expand that your business or whatever project you are working on. So if you find this video useful, subscribe to my channel for more of my content.